Hi guys, this is Duo, and this is just a really quick guide to editing the Dofus Wiki. Now, I love the Dofus Wiki, and I'm sure most of us do, and it's a really great resource. However, with a game like Dofus, which is constantly updating, constantly evolving, oftentimes the wiki can fall a little bit behind. The good news is, though, that we can all do our part to help make sure that Dofus Wiki is updated and help our fellow players and help our community out. This can be a little bit intimidating maybe when you're first starting out, or you might not know where to start, and this is what this guide is there for, to help give you a little push in the right direction, hopefully. Now, in order to edit the Dofus Wiki, you don't need an account, but I totally recommend making one because it gives you access to your own user page. And on this user page, you can keep track of some really helpful things like the templates page or even projects that you're working on, which is really helpful. Now, the first thing that I want to show you guys is the Dofus templates page. If you look at the wiki, if you go on any page, you'll see that there's a little certain format that it follows. And all of these formats can be found on the Dofus templates page. And you can get there just by going to dofuswiki.wiki/wiki/dofus:templates, right? And this page has the different formats for all the things like items, equipments, usable resources, monsters, quests, location, etc., etc. Whatever you want to help update, there's a template for that. So let's actually get started by working through updating a new page, adding a page actually. Now, recently, Astrip was redone, so a lot of the Astrip quests are missing. So I'm looking at this achievement, there's no time to relax. So these two quests have already been added in, which is why they're in blue. But these two quests have not been added in, which is why they're in red. And if you hover over it, it tells you that the page doesn't exist. So let's get to fixing that, and let's actually add this page in. Now, when we click this, we'll actually get an option, either to have a standard layout or a blank layout. Let's go with the blank layout, because that gives us a little bit more freedom. And it's a little bit easier. Now that we're here, since we know that this is a quest, we can head back to our templates page and we can go to just the quest template. And this is it, and we can just copy and paste that into the blank template, blank page. See? And now if we do a little desktop preview, we can see that we have the bare bones template. Now, another good thing to do is usually if you can open up another similar page so that you can reference it. Since this is a quest, I'm actually going to open up this quest right here, Gold Melder, which is the one afterwards. And then you can just click edit to see how it goes. And you can see that this has a very similar template because it's using the same format. You know, it's using the same template. So let's get started. Quest box. This quest box part is this part right here, this little info box right there. And that's what we're going to start working on. Now, starting the quest, I know that I'm looking at here. I know that starting the quest, you get it from the NPC job center. Very much like Gold Melder at 4-19. So I'm just going to update that. The level, or the prerequisites. The prerequisites for this one is actually the quest Health Crisis. So I'm just going to add that in. And you'll see that it'll appear in red just because the page has not been added in yet. The recommended level, if we look at the game, is level 20. So we can add that in. The rewards are some level-based XP, 390 commas, 2 green larva skin, and 2 yellow larva skin. So we'll add that in. I think it was 309 commas, 390. So if you can see, I'm adding these things in square brackets, and what that does is it actually links them to pages on the wiki. So right here, XP, there's a page for that, commas, there's a page for that. And if you want to make something plural, you can just add an S after those two square brackets. And let's add that in. 2 green larva skins. Yellow larva skin. Strangely, it's not coming up, but it usually does. Items required by the quest. I don't think there was any. Sequel is actually the one that we're referencing, Gold Melder. And if it's already a page, it usually does come up, and this quest is not repeatable. So if we look at what we've done, we've finished updating this one. Now obtaining, you can just copy and paste this. And this is in Astrub City. I'm not adding in the dialogue right now, but perhaps someone else can. Step 1, title from quest book. You can also look at what this is for reference. Let's look at that really quickly. Interim delivery, you need to replace a sick delivery man for the delivery. And the next part. Delivery man, there's no space. Okay, cool. And now we get to the quest step. So if you see anything in these curly brackets, it means that it's a template, much like the whole quest template that we have. And what this one does, it actually puts it into this little bullet points like so, and it puts it in green font, and that's a quest step. So we can just replace this by changing all the text after this little pipe symbol. So after that, we just change this part. So let's do that. And let's talk. The first one is talk to Julie the Con. Talk to, and this is an NPC, so which we'll need a page for if there isn't already. So I'm just going to put her in brackets as well. Con. Okay, close those brackets. There you go. So, and afterwards, if you need to put some clarification, let's say that you need to know where the NPC is, if that NPC thing is not, or you need to have done a specific quest, you can add that here. Need to blah blah blah, right? If you need to do it, something like that. Otherwise, if you need to put a spoiler in, you can also do spoiler. There's a template for that. It comes up, you do the little pipe, and then you can write, she is hiding at XY, just for example. And if you look, you'll actually get a little spoiler tag, she's hiding at XY. I'm going to remove that because we actually don't need it. And I'm going to work on writing out the rest of these quest steps. I've written out the rest of the steps. I'm just going to finish up by adding in the rewards, which I'm basically just going to copy and paste from up top where I added it. And it's just a little different format. What you can do is that these little asterisks, that means it's going to be a little bullet point. So I'm going to take out these commas and add them in as a little asterisk, so that each of them gets their own little bullet point. And I'm also going to add in the related achievement, and this achievement is the same as for this one. There's no time to relax, so I'm just gonna copy and paste that. And actually, get rid of that. There we go. Now I can just do publish it. Everything looks pretty good to me, so I'm gonna publish. And there you go. That's how you create a quick little page on the Dofus Wiki and how you add these things in. So I'm just gonna double check, and it looks like I actually made a mistake on this item right here, even though there's no page for it. In case somebody wants to make a page for it, let's just fix it so that the C in crate is also capital. And I can do that by clicking the big button again, or I can just do a specific part. I can just click the edit button here, and I can just go in. I can just do that, and party bargain. Make sure it's all good. Look at it once more, and publish. There we go. Yellow larva skin. It doesn't exist. That's strange. Did I do this correctly? Larva skin. I guess I did. I guess someone can make a page for it. And that's it. One thing I'm also going to do is, because I didn't add in the NPC dialog, I'm actually going to add in one of the maintenance templates in here. If you go look, here are the maintenance templates. And I'm going to use this one, conversation, because it is missing dialogue. There we go. This page looks good to me. We can add in categories here. Let's just add in Astrub and Astrub City. There we go. And let's save those. And it looks good. So yeah, that was a really quick guide and all the basics for editing the wiki. And if you still have any questions and you want to look more in detail, you can always go to the home page and you can always click this link that anyone can edit, which has more in-depth details about wiki syntax and how to go about making these changes and editing things. If there are other questions, you can always, of course, ask a question in the comments, reach out to me either in-game or on the wiki on my profile, or just, you know, post on the Dofus forums or something like that, and I'm pretty sure most people will be more than happy to help out. But thanks for watching, and yeah, hope to see you on the wiki soon.